Also tonight, Hunter Biden, the president's son, testifying to House Republicans today in his father's impeachment inquiry. Ryan Nobles joins us. Ryan, Hunter Biden had some pretty sharp words today.
Yeah, that's right, Lester. Hunter Biden testifying behind closed doors that his father was not involved in any of his foreign business dealings, and he slammed House Republicans for what he called a, quote, partisan political pursuit of my dad. And Republicans are investigating whether or not the president was involved in what they describe as an effort by the Biden family to cash in on Joe Biden's political career. They point to testimony that Joe Biden joined a business meeting with Hunter Biden via speakerphone. Now, the impeachment inquiry is struggling to regain momentum after an informant who'd accused Joe Biden as being part of a bribery scheme was indicted for lying to the FBI. House Democrats say that is enough for the impeachment inquiry to come to an end.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.